and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Happy Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months.
He's been on a tear offensively these past few months, and you know how much they love the extra points he provides. He's been shouldering a bigger load recently, and I think he's just getting started.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The vet pair on the wings with Levine at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. Davis out there with Domantas Sabonis. And it's Suggs in at the point. And for Oklahoma City, SGA and Wallace for the backcourt. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Kenrich Williams. And it's Tyson in at the 3, the small forward. And coach, that long off season is over. The NBA is back. How happy are you to hear those words?
You have no idea. I've been waiting a long time for tonight, a game that counts. How great is this?
Now here's Williams. Back to Wallace. Levine with some nice D.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Now Suggs. Outside Levine. The 3. And Sabonis slams it in.
Well, look, Sabonis has the footwork to get himself in position to finish right at the cup.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dacknault and I were able to chat. We briefly discussed Anthony Davis and what he wants his team to do against him, and Coach said to make him into a jump shooter. I think if we can make the majority of his shots jumpers and keep him away from the rim, we should be in good shape. Easier said than done, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Something teammates love about DeMar DeRozan. He has that clutch gene in him, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., he is fearless in those big moments. He remains steady, keeps his focus, and that makes him deadly against defenses that are scrambling to close out a game.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
Well, he's an old-school wing. DeMar DeRozan loves the mid-range, doesn't take a ton of threes, and does an outstanding job picking out open teammates.
DeRozan hits them both.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein a screen to the middle. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Nice decision by SGA. That is why you want him handling the ball.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Levine passes to DeRozan. A step-back shot. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine.
And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Now here's SGA. 35 points his last game. Hartenstein with a screen on Levine. Wallace misses. Here's Davis. Sabonis outside. Pass to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. The Thunder pull it in.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Wallace's shot is good.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside. Sabonis, high post. Shoots over Hartenstein. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist by Levine. Levine's got 3 assists now in this one. And Coach, the Kings know they need to get better defensively. But do they have the personnel is the question.
Well, so much of defense is about your commitment to making multiple efforts, in particular contesting three-point shooters, an area they've struggled in tremendously. If you're starting to fix something, start there.
Here's DeRozan, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Pass to Davis. Elbow shot on the way, and he buries his first look.
And when you look at Suggs' numbers, here's a guy who has really improved his shooting.
Here's Tyson. Outside, SGA. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Lou Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Mitchell comes in for Wallace. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster, it is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Anthony Davis prefers playing power forward. He said, quote, "If I have to play the 5, then it's totally fine. At the end of the day, I trust coach's decision." I'm pretty sure he heard AD wants to play the 4, but I want to win. So if that's me playing the 5, that's what it's going to be. EA, back to you.
He can do both. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
Now here's Davis. Here's Levine for 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth. Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
What impresses me most about DeRozan is his footwork, especially when he's operating around the mid-range.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
For Sacramento, DeMar DeRozan. 3 shots.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. So for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Williams. And Isaiah Joe subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the second one. Stan, there seems to be an impatience to this Kings organization. Continuity is not the order of the day.
Well, yeah, B.A., and it can be disorienting for the players. You don't want to become complacent, but there's got to be a happy medium and some stability.
And he nails the third. 32 seconds left in the opening quarter. On the wing, Mitchell. Monk covers. Puts it up from 12. Mitchell misses. And so it's Monk who brings up the ball for the Kings. It's a 5-point game. Sabonis with a screen on Mitchell. Monk for 3. And he can't get that one. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Sacramento on top, leading by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
Monk, and it's Carter in at the point guard position. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. Joe. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, with each year in the NBA, Hunter gains more and more confidence as a scorer, including when he positions himself inside.
Now here's Mitchell. No points yet. Over Carter. And it's Mitchell. The miss. The Kings lead by 4. It's Monk on the wing. Pass to Sabonis. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Dort against Hunter. Pass to Sabonis. And here's Carter. Back to Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
And guarding Sabonis in the pick and roll is a guessing game. He's so agile and unpredictable in these sets.
And so Mark Degno will call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Tyson. Tyson comes in for Dort. Wallace, he's checked in for Joe. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Sacramento also making some changes. DeMar DeRozan. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Tyson, still without a bucket. From downtown, it's rebounded by Sabonis.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And Grant, the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis. How much do you think Domas modeled his game after his dad?
Well, B.A., I played against his dad. Arvydas was 5 inches taller, but the elite skill set shared in common. No doubt, Domas took a lot of pointers from...
Picked by Sabonis. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And there's a pick. To win the cold spell. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has got 6 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. While we have a moment, let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season. The 4th spot held by Oklahoma City.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
Oh, Davis, finish it off the lob.
Throw it AD's way, and he'll take care of the rest. A huge alley-oop target for his teammates.
Pass to Tyson.
2 minutes.
Up top, Hartenstein. Williams passes to Wallace. Williams with the screen. 5 on the clock. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
1:42 left in the first half. Pass to Davis. DeRozan outside. Here's Davis. Williams defending. Sacramento passing it around. And it's Monk missing. Thunder trail by 5. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot. Well, the Kings are great offensively, but looking for continued improvement on the other end. Head coach Doug Christie said, defensively, what I'm asking them to do, the level of intensity, is difficult. I want you to play so hard that you raise your hand and say, quote, I need to come out of the game. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. SGA finds Williams. 50 seconds left in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. SGA against Suggs. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good. And so it's Monk who brings up the ball for the Kings. They lead by 7.
This quarter, time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Suggs outside, inside. Kicks it to DeRozan. 4-3. Oh, the power! Anthony Davis.
Incredible work right there on the glass. He's doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. And now here's something that's always interesting. Let's see what the fans are up to on social media. 5-Tool Mule wants to know, what's the best gift you've ever received?
I know what Kenny's is. Remember the Shaq in the box?
Shaq, it said the best gift, not the worst. I can't even believe they even showed that on TV.
Oh, come on, Kenny. That was the most thoughtful gift you ever got.
I, for one, thought it was very nice, Shaq.
Thank you, Ernie.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, you have to like what we're seeing from DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. Williams is out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Tyson in at the small forward position. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. DeMar, strong move inside.
Once DeRozan gets inside with the ball, he is very efficient.
Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Tyson. 3-pointer. Buries it from 3.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure.
Outside Davis. Second half getting started. About a minute played. And Sabonis slams it in.
Yeah, DeRozan is an intelligent playmaker, opening up the floor for his team with the pick and roll.
Well, Domantas Sabonis already top 10 all-time in triple-doubles.
Yeah, he's a prolific scorer, rebounder, and playmaker. At BA, he continues to add layers to his game, and he's still in the thick of his prime.
And What an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Here's Tyson. He's got 5. SGA surveying the D. Pass to Tyson. Over to Rosen. The shot by Tyson, no good. Sacramento leading by 8. Suggs with it. He's picked up by SGA. And down it goes. 2 points.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
SGA against Suggs. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. Here's Tyson. No good on the 3. For Sacramento, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Suggs outside. Back to DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Well, we don't always talk a lot about DeRozan's ball handling, but you see what he's capable of.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Thunder trail by 12. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't get it to drop. Great D that time from Suggs. Levine passes to Davis. Oh, Davis fights for it inside.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Mitchell's checked in for SGA. Malik Monk's checked in for the Kings. Back to DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. 14 feet away. Sacramento again missing.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
The shot by Tyson, no good.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Pass to Wallace. To stop the drought. They get it again. Hartenstein, no good. The Kings lead by 14. Here's Levine. Good work defensively by Mitchell. Oklahoma City has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. This one for 3. Fires in the triple.
Coach is loving the ball move.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Teams will make substitutions. And a moment to check out the 2K leaderboard. Here were the best rebounders last season. Domantas Sabonis on top.
And this is someone who loves being aggressive on the glass. He proved it last season with how dominant he was collecting rebounds.
Here's Hayes. 1:10 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Davis. Dort against Hunter. And here's Davis. Got a hand on it. Now here's Joe. Monk covers. Dort against Hunter. Now here's Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Joe. And it's off from three-point range.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Hayes finds Monk. Outside Davis. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. Pass to Joe. Now Hartenstein. Check by Davis. Here's Torber. And so it's Sacramento. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be back in a moment. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. All right, a look at the five for the Kings to start the fourth quarter. Perimeter is filled up by Monk and DeRozan. Then there's Jalen Suggs. Then there's Achua. Back to Suggs. Outside Achua. Pass to DeRozan. Now Monk. Puts up a deep three. Williams grabs the board.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Oklahoma City now. They trail by 11. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. And Williams punches it home.
You can tell Dort keeps his options open when he has the ball. He'll set up another guy if he can.
On the wing, Suggs. Check by Mitchell. Achua with the dunk.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Now here's SGA. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Great D that time from Monk.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
DeRozan looks it over. Suggs, the pass to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Soft touch off the glass. And the Kings lead by 13.
Boy, he's really turned it around since the break. In a bit of a rhythm now.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. The Kings also with a sub. Levine's checked in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling, guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's SGA. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Williams misses. The Kings lead by 13. Levine finds DeRozan. And he's going for the lob. Dort with a steal. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Pass to Dort. Outside Joe. Now here's Williams. Up top SGA. Shoots. And he nails the jumper. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Outside Achua. Yes! Using that window!
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Thunder trail by 13. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
Please change your attention courtside.
Oklahoma City, Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Tyson comes in for Dort, and it's Wallace in for Joe. Sabonis, he's checked in for Sacramento. Anthony Davis comes in for Achua. Here's SGA. Davis pulls it down.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Now Suggs. Now DeRozan. Davis. No stopping him from 16 feet out.
Well, looking at his numbers, DeRozan is a very good wing passer.
Hartenstein with a screen on Suggs. Up top, Hartenstein. Stolen by Davis. Here's Suggs.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
DeRozan outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cleared away by Hartenstein. Under trail by 15. Now pass to Williams. Jacks up a 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Suggs. Now DeRozan. Takes a 3. The putback. And he grabs the board and finishes it off.
Well, that's what he does. Sabonis is a multiple-time rebound leader in the NBA.
SGA against Suggs. Suggs rips down the board. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Kings. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Kings.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And after dropping 3 games to this team on the year, they have to be ecstatic to get the win.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Anthony Davis.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. DeRozan. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks so much. DeMar, a big-time road win for you guys. How were you able to get it done?
We came out aggressive on both ends. We knew it was going to be tough. It's a great team. We understood if we came in here and played with the intensity that we know how to play with, we could walk out of here with a victory.
You matched that intensity. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, DeMar.